Hello, everybody. My name is Jaden Wilder. Uh, I am filming a slideshow video presentation for, I believe, my product development class. Um, and I'm basically going to be talking about the app I want to speak into existence if it doesn't already exist. The emergency service app, a discrete solution for safety in dangerous situations. So first, let's start off talking a tad bit about it. Revolutionizing personal safety with the emergency service app. The emergency service app is a cutting-edge solution crafted to improve individual safety in precarious situations. By enabling users to send out silent alerts to emergency services with a single click, it minimizes the risk associated with traditional emergency calls. This app ensures that help can be summoned without drawing attention, making it a vital tool for users who find themselves in potentially dangerous situations. So, critical need for silent alert systems. In high-risk situations, verbally communicating with emergency services can compromise personal safety. An urgent solution is required to enable individuals to discreetly alert authorities without drawing attention to themselves. So, this app or this idea or this thought in general is basically built off of, I guess, home intruders or home invasions, however you want to, word it. But I'm sorry about that. But when you're in a situation like this and you're the victim and you're trying to contact law enforcement, it's really hard to give them all the information they're looking for because they ask for a lot. I'm sure, yes, they do have code names and code words to use, but at the end of the day, you're home, someone's breaking in, your best bet is to stay quiet. Silence is your best friend. So that's what this app, this idea is built off of. So, little how the app works. It has a silent alert activation. With a single click, users can activate a silent alert, ensuring their safety without drawing attention. This discrete feature is crucial in high risk situations. So, very important. Silence is key, just like I said one slide ago. You really don't want to give out your position in a situation like this. Another beautiful thing about it, it has instant GPS location transmission. Upon activation, the app instantly sends the user's GPS location to ensure. Did I read that right? Yeah, I read that right. I'm sorry. To ensure first responders can find them accurately, even in unfamiliar areas. So this is very important. You see here is pinpoint to a weird location at a university I've never been to, but this is important. You're not always going to be able to, you know, pinpoint where you are. So it's important to have a GPS locator that can tell the responders for you. Uh, Personal detail transmission. The app collects essential personal information, including medical conditions or allergies and things of that nature, which can be sent to the responders to provide critical context during the emergency. So, yes, it does do these things. I would want it to do these things. Like I said, if it doesn't exist, I want this to exist. But I feel like things like this are very important. Everyone has a different situation. There's always different ways that situations are approached or just things just happen in general, and that's just, that's kind of life, sadly. But in certain situations, hey, you might need for that responder to know, hey, I have this medical condition, or I'm allergic to this, or I've been exposed to this and I'm not supposed to. These are very important tips and tricks, and just little piece of information that goes a long way when it comes to giving responders the information that they're going to ask anyway. So, emergency type selection, users can select the type of emergency whether it's medical, fire, or other allow or anything else, allowing responders to prepare and respond appropriately before arrival. So this kind of builds off of, the last slide, but a little bit more. Um, you putting this information in the app, it allows the responders, to gain information that you might not be able to give them at that point in time. Like I said, this app is built off of home invasions or intrusions, and like I said, you're not going to be able to talk. So just them knowing these tiny pieces of information, this all adds up, and at the end it forms, and it helps with your safety. Next slide. So these are the strengths of the app. We kind of went over some of these just now. The biggest thing that I want you to get out this presentation, that this is a fast and discreet alert system. Once again, fast and discreet. That those are only three words you really need to focus on to really learn what this app is about. It is a fast and discreet alert system. Okay, the app allows users to call for help quickly and discreetly, crucial in situations where making noise could escalate danger. A one-click alert system minimizes the risk of detection by potential threats. Like I said, this is built off intruders, intrusions, however you want to word it. But like I said, fast and discreet. Accurate GPS, tracking. Like I said, this stuff, we just talked about it. This just builds off of that. I'm just explaining our strengths. So everything I've already told you, those are our building blocks. These are our strengths, because this is what makes the app work. Like I said, accurate GPS. GPS integration provides accurate location tracking, ensuring that responders can find users quickly without needing verbal directions. This feature is critical in scenarios where the user cannot communicate their location. So, I'm just restating the obvious, restating everything else I've been saying. Another thing, I think this is really important, honestly. It's important for this to be user friendly. And the reason I say that is because it's not just people of my age using this app. So, for example, I'm 19. Now, we're adjusting easily to new technology every day, because we literally have a new software or a new piece of data, a new piece of code, a new piece of technology in general coming out every day. We have kids from a newer, younger generation who don't know anything about this stuff because they're learning ABCs. And then besides those two, we also have people of the older generation who really can't comprehend some of the new things that they're seeing nowadays. So this is a user-friendly design which allows for easy operation under stress, ensuring that even in panic situations, users can activate the alert with just one tap, minimizing response time. So, like I said, one tap, one click, however you want to put it. Because yes, I'm looking at this as a mobile device. I believe that it should be accessible to everyone who needs it. I believe everyone should learn how to use it. Customizable emergency profiles. Like I said, we're still on the strength. So as far as law enforcement or doctors, just knowing your situations and knowing about your health conditions, that's very important. Going into the app, this helps with your safety. So, nothing is perfect as always. Everything has its strengths, everything has its flaws. These two, I kind of picked these two because this one on the left, this is, the biggest weakness. And then this one on the right, it's not necessarily a weakness. It's just, it depends on the person because everyone's different. So we're going to start with the major weakness. Oh my goodness, the major weakness. Like I said, nothing is perfect. So the major weakness, the app does require a stable internet or cellular connection, which may not always be available in critical situations, potentially stopping its effectiveness. I'm so sorry, but that's just the way life is. I mean, how else are you really gonna get the app to work? I mean, internet is, let's be honest, internet is just the structure for everything nowadays. Um, I could, remodel this into potentially working without those things, but realistically, I really don't see those happening. And then this on the right, some privacy concerns, the other kind of weakness of the whole project. Privacy concerns may arise from the need to store sensitive personal information, creating hesitation for some users to fully engage with the app's features. Uh, I am one of these people. I am one of those people who, click an app and, what's your age, what's your birthday, what's your height, this and that third. I really personally feel like all that is not needed, but in circumstances like this, I would put my own information, but I can't speak for everyone else. Um, so these are the two big whammies in some sense. The two big whoop de doos. And next slide. So current opportunities. This kind of some extra. We're just digging a little bit deeper into this app development. So, growing demand for personal safety solutions. With increasing concerns about personal safety, individuals are actively seeking solutions that can provide immediate assistance in emergencies. The Emergency Service app aligns perfectly with this rising demand, offering a discreet method to alert authorities without drawing attention. So, once again, the big picture, uh discreet and fast and discreet, however you want to word it. That's what I want you to get out of this whole thing. um so yeah, everybody wants safety. And in the world we live in now, unfortunately, safety is the biggest demand. So yeah. So speaking on, by everyone wanting safety, like I said, I'm speaking into reality. So as if this were, which it probably does exist, and I don't know yet. But if I was to put this out, potential partnerships for wider adoption, collaborations with educational institutions and local communities can facilitate the app's adoption. By implementing the apps in schools, universities, and neighborhoods, users can become familiar with its features and benefits, ultimately increasing its usage in real emergencies. So, like I said, we live in a world where I'll be honest, a lot of bad things happen. A lot of horrible things happen. We have kidnappings, we have gun violence, we have crimes, and we just don't have enough time to fumble around. But with this app, it can be a faster reaction and a faster response time as far as solving all these problems if they were to present themselves in front of you. I'm sorry. And then going back towards the schools, this would just make schools better in general. Just knowing, you know, speaking out a little bit on, we have had a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot, but enough. We had enough school shootings, and just having professors and faculties and higher ups have an app like this and be able to communicate with one another and making this mandatory could really save a lot of time, potentially lives as well. So this is just a little chart I made. It kind of shows where I would like, the app to partake in the years. But since I'm only in 2025 right now, I can speak on 24 because I've been there, and then I want to speak it into 2026. So, in 2024, integration with wearable devices such as smartwatches and fitness trackers to provide instant access to emergency services. Now, I do own a smartwatch myself. I do not know if that feature is on there. I know we have some health features on there, with the heart rate and the exercise tracking and yeah, things of that nature. I don't know if there are emergency, services options on there. It might. I don't know. But that's kind of where 2024 is. 2025, linking the app with a smart home system, which allows us to trigger alarms and alert local authorities automatically during emergencies. Now, like I said, I'm speaking to 2025. We have this currently. Thank you. Engineers were definitely doing their jobs. Developers were definitely doing their job. This is, I think, the how do I want to say this? I feel like this is just the starting point. This is really just scratching the surface of what safety can be nowadays. In 2026, international expansion of the service to adapt to various emergency response infrastructures across different countries. So yes, it would be great to have this worldwide, and eventually, like I said, nothing's perfect. Can't do it on our own, but it could make the world just a safer, better place. So once again, that's the graph. Next slide. So, like I said, this is just kind of give me information. You can pause and read some of this material if you would like. Got some competition from existing safety apps. And we got this right here on the right, explaining some things about the law and prank alerts and damage and this and that third. So you can take your time and you can read that if you would like. But I'm gonna continue throughout the slide. So, overall, a revolutionary step in personal safety. The emergency service app stands out as a groundbreaking solution to the challenges faced during emergency situations. So sorry. By enabling users to alert authorities discreetly with just a single click, it enhances personal safety and reduces the risk associated with traditional emergency calls. The app's innovative features cater to the increasing demand for effective and reliable safety technology, promising to save lives where silence is crucial. Like I said, fast and discreet. Support the emergency service app for a safer tomorrow. By investing in and promoting the emergency service app, stakeholders can play a crucial role in revolutionizing personal safety. This innovative tool has the potential to save lives by providing a discreet way to alert emergency services in critical situations. Your support can help enhance its reach and effectiveness, ensuring that more individuals are protected in emergencies. So yes, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I did everything to the best of my abilities the right way. This is the presentation for the emergency service app for my product development class. My name is Jaden Wilder. I hope I've made you proud and excelled in your expectations. And thank you.